Hi, good evening, and a warm welcome to all the participants in today's webinar, and a special welcome to the friends who are joining us from Sri Lanka, from UAE, and from the Philippines. A very warm welcome to all of you. We will allow a couple of minutes to all the participants to join in and settle down, and then we'll get started. In the meantime, there are a few important things that I would like to discuss with you, and the most important one is obviously the recording of today's session that happens to be an absolute common question that we get in almost every webinar or workshop that we are doing, that will we get the recording of the session? And the answer is absolutely yes, you will be getting the recording of the session. And for that, I have to check that the live stream is working fine. So allow me a couple of seconds to check on that, and I will be back with you. I have to just check it on the other monitor that I have. All right, so it seems to be working fine. The The analytics is also looking good. So perfect. The live stream is working fine. And again, I'm just repeating, although you may find it irritating, but all of you will get the recording. Don't worry on that. In fact, if time permitted, I will share the link of the recording of today's session. All right. So that is one point. The second point, which is more important, and that is how are we going to interact? Right? I'm going to share some information with you, some knowledge with you, and it is highly probable, or it is highly unlikely that you will not have a question. You will certainly have a question. You will certainly have doubts. How are you going to get those clarified? For that, you are going to use a tool called Q&A. So down below, if you look at it, if you're joining through laptop or desktop, if you're joining through a tablet or a smartphone, in that case, you'll have to look into the navigation, which is down below, and that's where you will find a button or a option which says Q&A, and there's a question mark on top of it. You have to use that to ask the questions, and you don't have to wait till I break into the question answer round, till I end my presentation. I stop doing the screen share, and that's where you start asking the question. No, you don't have to wait all the while. Whenever you have that question in your mind, whenever it comes up in your mind, put that in the Q&A. And if it is possible for me to answer that question right away, I will do that. If it is not possible for me to answer it immediately, I will take that up towards the end of the session when we break into the question answer round. I hope this is clear with everyone. For questions, you have to use the Q&A. For our interactions, for example, if I want to seek your opinion, for that, we are going to use the chat option. All right. You can also use the chat option to interact and network with other wonderful business owners who are joining us here today. Every opportunity which is there in front of you for networking should be leveraged. God knows you may be able to find a buyer or supplier in this session itself. In fact, in one of the sessions, not only two participants were able to connect and network, they were even able to crack a business deal during the webinar itself, right? So it is also an opportunity which you can consider leveraging or utilizing. And although it may feel that you as a participant may be distracted and you may not be hearing me properly, but at the end, it is your benefit that matters the most. And if you're able to find a valuable contact, or if you are able to find a deal in this session, then why should you not be doing the networking, right? So let's keep doing that. You can use the chat option for that as well. And this is where I think I've done enough talking. So I should start sharing my screen. And while I'm doing that, let me give a quick introduction about myself. My name is Adnan, and while I'm talking, I'll also start the screen share. So my name is Adnan. I'm Director SME Commerce Growth at GlobalLinker. As the designation suggests, I look into digital commerce at GlobalLinker. I head digital commerce at GlobalLinker. In addition to my technical responsibilities or functional responsibilities, I also actively work on SME education, because in today's day and age, there are plenty of solutions which are available. However, how many of us actually know how to use such solutions? And that's where, because of the knowledge gap, we are not able to leverage these solutions. And because of that, we are not able to grow our business digitally. And that's where we conduct a lot of training sessions and webinars. And just to quote few numbers, I've done more than 500 such sessions in different countries and had the wonderful opportunity of connecting and sharing a little bit of knowledge with about 12,000 businesses in various countries. So that was a quick introduction about myself. I will also share my contact detail with all of you, and all of you are more than welcome to connect personally with me. And this is where I think I should start the screen share, although I have to just switch it on, and I keep missing the tabs. Apologies for that. Let's hide this one. Otherwise, it will keep obstructing your view, and that will not be a very nice experience. So I'm going to take you through a very short presentation about online store just to help you understand what type of online stores, etc. are there. But I believe that with any technical topic, if there's a little bit or more of uh, actual live experience, you'll be able to relate to it in a better way rather than just going through boring presentations. All right, so I'll not bore you a lot with the presentation. So this is just two slides that I'm going to take you through. One is obviously the title, and that is what is an online store. So just to give you an understanding what is an online store, because we are here to discuss how you are going to create an online store, and I'm also going to demonstrate to you how easy it is and how conveniently you will be able to create it. All right, and no coding required, because that is also something which is there in our heads, that if there's something related to digital, there's something related to e-commerce, you need to understand coding, you need to know coding, and then you'll be able to do that. That is all absolutely wrong in today's day and age. Anyone and everyone will be able to do that with simply putting in your business information and product information. So we are going to understand that in a little while. But let's firstly understand what is an online store. So an online store is a website or a computer file used to provide examples of a person's work or product offering by a business in a digital format, which can easily be accessed digitally by a prospective customer. So that is the textbook definition of online store, and I absolutely understand and agree that this is a little difficult to understand and comprehend. So let me simplify it for you. So it is basically a website. In simple terms, it is a website. An online store is a website, but that leads to a question: can every website be called a online store? Absolutely not. Only websites which have few characteristics or features can be called an online store. What are those characteristics or features? Let's have a look. The first one is it should be showcasing product or services depending on what the business is offering. If they are offering products, then it should be showing products. If they are offering services, then it should be showing services. So that is the first characteristic. So if there's a website that is not showing information about the products or services offered by that business, then it cannot be called an online store. So that is first characteristic. The second characteristic is it should be capable of, that means it should have features and functionality to receive orders or generate leads, depending on what is the business requirement. If it is B2C and retail e-commerce, then it should be able to receive orders from the prospective customer. Online shopping should be possible. And if it is a B2B business, then the website should be capable of receiving inquiries. So that is the second characteristic. The third one is it should be showcasing information about the business, and that is where you can see I've written assume, because almost every website on the planet does that. If some website is not doing that, obviously it is missing out on that. So this is how you can understand or classify a website as an online store. Now, how many types of online stores are there that you can create? So broadly, four types. One is which allows you to generate leads, typically used by a B2B business. The other one is which allows you to generate orders, which is used by retail or B2C businesses. The third one is which allows you to do both the things. You can generate leads as well as you can generate orders. That is another flavor of the online store that you can create. And the fourth one is which is typically used by businesses that are into distributor model, wherein they are selling through a channel of distributors, retailers, shop owners, etc. Right? So they are selling through a network. So the businesses that are selling through a network there is a dedicated capability around that as well. So that is the fourth flavor of online store that you can create. Now, I think this is enough of textbook knowledge related to the online store, and this is where we should switch from the presentation, and we should straight away go and have a look at few of the live examples. Now, I'm deliberately starting from a B2B example because typically in my previous webinars, most of the participants were from the B2B line of business. So that's why I am starting with a B2B example. So this is an online store, and these examples which I'm going to show to you today, they're all created by users like you on the platform, right? So it is not like they are from some different platforms and they were created. These are all businesses like you who have created this. All right. So this is in online store of a web of a business. Sorry for the fumble. This is a website of or an online store of a business that is into manufacturing and export of equipments, which is used for setting up and maintaining sports institutions, stadiums, etc. So this is their online store that we are looking at. And here you can see the capability or the functionality, or let me see if I have a product open. Yes, I was looking at one of their products and it is already open here. So this is where you can see we have a send inquiry option. So this is where if there's a prospective customer, if there's a stadium based in UAE and they're wanting to have this ground roller for their cricket pitch, they can send them an inquiry that, hey, we are interested to have this product, and then they can respond back with a quotation, etc. Right? So this is one example. This is another example of a business that is into matchstick manufacturing and export. This is their online store. This is another example of a business that is into leather product manufacturing and export. So let's move to the other type of online store. So this is a B2C example of an online store. So unlike here where we were sending or we were receiving as a seller, we were receiving inquiry. This is where a customer can very conveniently place an order. So this is typically online shopping that we are all exposed to. So this is that type of online store that you can create. All right. There's another example of a natural beauty product business that has created their online store. And here also customers can come and they can place an order on the online store. All right. Now, I told you there is a third flavor wherein a business can do both the things on the same online store. So let me see if I can show you an example. So here you can see, or let's open this product. Let's go to the product detail page, and there we'll be able to understand in a better way. So here you can see the buttons are two, and even in this case, we saw there are two buttons here, but the buttons are different. Here you can see it is add to cart and buy now. Let me highlight that for you. So here you can see add to cart and buy now. Both the buttons are related to what? To online selling. So if there's a customer, they can come and they can do an add to cart and then they can add more products. Or if they immediately want to buy the product, they can use the buy now functionality. That's why you have two buttons here. Now, if we go to the other example, which I was showing you, so this is where you have send inquiry and add to cart. So add to cart is for online shopping. So where a prospective customer can come, they can add the product to the cart, and whenever they are done adding all the relevant products to the cart, they can go and they can do the checkout. So that is for the retail customers. So this side is catering to the retail customers. On the other side, you have send inquiry. So send inquiry is for B2B bulk buyers, prospective buyers who are interested to do business with them in bulk. So someone who's wanting to buy, let's say, 100 pieces or 1,000 pieces of the product, so they can use the send inquiry option and they can send them an inquiry that we are interested to buy this product in X quantity, give us the best price, etc. So this is where the same website is catering to two different types of audience, and it gives you the that flexibility that you don't have to operate and manage two different platforms. If you're wanting to cater to both type of audience at the same time, you can do that from the same website. In fact, you can run different types of ads. A retail customer can come to the same page and they can do a transaction, whereas a B2B customer can come and they can send you an inquiry. All right. So both the types of interactions or what the type of businesses B2B and B2C can be done on the same website. I told you there is a fourth type also available. And this is a fairly popular kitchen appliances and kitchenware brand in India. And we are looking at their online store. So if you go to this online store and if you scroll down, you go through the product catalog, you will say that it is a typical online shopping website wherein as a customer, I can go, I can add products to the cart and I can place an order. You're absolutely right if you have that understanding. But there is also a camouflaged or a little unhighlighted capability which is available here. This is where it sits. It is towards the bottom of the website, and it allows their shop owners, their distributors, retailers, and just to give you an understanding about what I'm saying, distributors, retailers. So a lot of businesses, they sell through brick and mortar stores that are situated in different part of the country. So all those shop owners, they have to regularly buy from the brand or the seller because their customers are buying the product now. They have to replenish the stock. So I had, let's say, 100 units of mixer juicer grinder. Now the customers came and they bought the product. So I'm left with, let's say, 40 units of mixer juicer grinder. I want another 60 units. So for that, I can very conveniently come here and I can log in. And once I've logged in, I can proceed ahead to place the order. So the questions which are typically asked related to this capability, that whenever the bulk buyers are doing the buying, they want to buy at a special price, they want to get a special discount. Can that be accommodated? Yes, that can be accommodated. Now, credit is a very big component of the distribution or the bulk buying business. So can credit be offered? The answer is absolutely yes. The system has that capability that you can offer credit for a specific period and a specific value to any of the trade partner, and they cannot place their next order until they have cleared the credit. So those kind of nuances which were associated, which are associated with the distribution type of business or channel sales type of business, that are all taken care of, and that is a capability which is available. So this website is catering to the B2C retail customers like me who can go and they can place an order. At the same time, it is also catering to a shop owner who sells their product, and whenever he has to buy or she has to buy a replenishment, they have to simply come to the website and log in from here and conveniently place an order. And once they have received the order, they ship it and then they do the payment settlement. So that's how this is the fourth flavor or fourth type of online store that you can create on your platform. I hope all of you have a good amount of understanding about the various types of online stores that you can create. And still, if you have a doubt, please do feel free to add that in the Q&A. At the moment, I can't see any question there, but still, if you have any question related to the various types of online store or understanding of the online store, please do feel free to add that. I am going to switch gears now and we'll now move on to the next agenda item. And that's where I'm going to help you understand how are you going to create the online store for your business. All right, so let's do that. So for that, let me go. Where do I have that? But before I do that, very important that you should understand where should you go to create your online store. So if you're from India, you have to go to globallinker.com. If you're from Sri Lanka, you have to go to Commercial Bank Leap GlobalLinker. If you are from UAE, you have to go to adcbgloballinker.com. And if you're from Philippines, you have to go to Unibank uh, globalinker.com. So I will very quickly share these in the chat so that all of you, sorry, I think I clicked on. Let me share that here. All right. So I've shared the links in the chat. I was just putting them there so that all of you are not confused when where do you have to go. And I'm assuming all of you have already done the sign up. That's why you are here. But in case you haven't done the sign up, these are the places where you have to go to do the sign up. In today's demonstration, I'm going to use a Sri Lankan platform, which is commercial bank Leap GlobalLinker, which is our partnership with a commercial bank. Because in my previous sessions, I had been using the Indian version because I'm based out of India. But few of the participants from Sri Lanka expressed the interest. Why don't you show us our solution? So that's why today I am going. The process is the same. So whether you are doing it from India, whether you are doing it from UAE, or whether you are doing it from the Philippines, it is the same, right? So it is the same interface, same process that you are going to follow. It is just that I'm using the commercial bank Leap platform, which is for the Sri Lankan participants or friends we have here. All right. So let's begin. And the very first thing that you have to do is to log into your commercial bank Leap GlobalLinker account. In case you haven't signed up, then sign up. Or if you're from UAE, then at edcbglobalinker.com. If you're from Philippines, unionbank.globalinker.com. And if you're from India, globalinker.com is the place where you have to go and where you have to do the sign up. I've shared the links in the chat. So in case you are confused, you can refer to the chat. All right. Now, once you have logged into your account, the very next thing that you have to do is you have to click on this option which says online store, and that will bring you to the control panel or the seller panel. And this is from where you have to click on this button which says convert now. Now, many people mistakenly they use the product option which is here and they start uploading the products. In that case, you are creating a catalog store. So we are, which can't be shared, etc. Right? So you can't be seeing it like this. You'll not be able to create something like this. It is very basic. We are just uploading your products onto your profile, which we don't want to do that. We want to create an online store. Now, to do that, you have to click on this button, which is convert now. So everyone, please don't make this mistake. You have to click on this button, convert now, which will initiate the process of creating an online store. All right, so a quick recap. You have to log into your account and then you have to click on online store. Once you have done that, then come here and click on this button, convert now, which will open this overlay. On this overlay, there are three simple questions that you have to answer. What is the main purpose, whether it is B2B, B2C, or receive leads? How many products would you like to upload? And would you like to have the minimum order quantity feature? So you can select an appropriate option. Now, these are just for information, right? So tomorrow, if you change your business model, today you have selected B2C and tomorrow you have selected B2B, or you have selected B2B today and you are changing it to B2C tomorrow, all that can be done. These are just for information purpose, right? So you'll know no one is going to hold you that while you were creating your account, you have selected B2B. Now, why are you uploading a B2C product? Nothing of that sort is going to happen. It is entirely flexible. You can change the model at any given point in time very easily. All right. So this is where we have to click on next and move to the next tab. This is where you'll see a number of design templates. And trust me, honestly, when you're going through this step, you will hardly take few seconds. But a lot of people get confused, and there were so many questions that we were getting around this section. So I'll try to answer those questions so that when you're going through this step, you don't have those questions or you already know the answers to those questions. The first question is actually not a question, it is a myth that some people have. And the origin of that myth is also something that I understand. But more importantly, what is that myth? So they believe that if I've selected a particular design template, so if I've selected this particular design template, I will not be able to change that. These are various layout options that you have for your online store. Now, they used to believe that if I select a particular design template, I'll not be able to change that, which is entirely incorrect, which is wrong. You can change the design template as and when you want. It is very easy. You'll be able to do that in matter of seconds, and you can change. In fact, it is a industry best practice to give a fresh look and feel to your online store every 12 months at least. And for that, one of the easiest thing that you can do is choose the design or change the design template. And obviously it requires a little bit of effort. It is not that simple. You have to rearrange or resize your banners, or you have to get additional banners created. So there is some bit of effort, but this is one of the easiest way to do that, right? So don't feel that if you're choosing a particular design template, you're literally getting married to it. You can't change it. No, absolutely. You can change it as and when you want. The second myth or question that we used to get quite often is related to the visuals that you're seeing on these design template options. Now, what people used to believe that if this template is showing electronic products, and I'm not sure how big it is on your screen, but it has visuals of mobile phones. And they used to believe that if there's a business that is dealing in mobile phone, only they can use this template. Otherwise, they can't. So if I'm dealing in agri product, I can't use this template. That is their imagination, which is again wrong. It is not the correct imagination because or correct assumption, because any template can be used by any business. So if I'm in agri business, I can use this template, this template, this template, this template, any template I want. I don't have to look for visuals of my product, because there are like millions of product, millions of types of product. It is not possible to display everything here. All right. So these visuals or images that you are seeing here, product images to be specific, these are only for representation purpose. They are only for example purpose, and you can use any design template as you want. All right. So those were two myths that we know and understand are typically there. Now, other than that, a very important question that someone asked me long time back, and that was, how do I choose a design template? It may not ring a bell at this moment, but trust me, when you will be going through this stage on your own, this will be a question that will be there in your head and will bother you, that everything is looking nice. How do I choose? Right? I'm liking this, I'm liking this, I'm liking this one also. Everything is looking beautiful. How do I choose? So you have to follow a procedure for that, and the procedure is you have to complete this journey. Once you have done that, then upload few products. Two, three will also suffice, but those should be actual products with visuals, proper information, etc. Once you have done that, go to the theme section, apply a theme, see how that theme is appearing on the front end, and then apply the other theme, then apply the other theme, and keep seeing how each theme is showing your products. And once you are done, you know which is the design template that you have to choose, because it will allow you to see in person for yourself how a particular theme is showing your product, and then you can make that selection, right? So that's how you'll be able to solve that problem, which I believe all of you will have. So for today's demonstration, I'm going to select this particular theme called Destiny. I'm doing that on purpose because I have the banners created for this particular theme. So which brings us to the third and the last overlay. This is where you have the store name, and we have the store URLs. There are two fields which are there. So store name is basically a business name. So this is the name which I had entered while I was creating this demonstration account. So you can edit it, you can change it. So typically the store name is either the name of the business, which is the case here as well, or if you operate a popular brand, so in that case, you can create the store in the name of the brand as well. So it can be in the name of the brand, or it can be in the name of your business. So either ways, you can do that. That is, flexibility is available. Then you have the store URL. So store URL is something that you type to open the online store. So for example, if I switch the tab, and here we go. So if you type japanonline.com, it will open this website. Or if you type hkonline.in, it will open this online store. If you type bhaviapixindustries.linker.store, it will open this online store, right? So a URL is something that we are typing to open a website. So in angelbizlink.linker.store, if you are typing, then we will be able to open this website or online store. So that's what we are trying to define here. So what you have to do is you have to type your business name without space or any special character. If it is a brand, then brand name without space or any special character. So at the moment, it will be superiorfashion.linker.store. That's the URL that we are creating. But a lot of people ask me this question: can we take this online store live on our own domain? So we own a domain, and on that we want to take it live. The answer is absolutely yes, you'll be able to do that. In fact, I've shown you a few examples. So hkonline.in, or this is hinducorp.in, or totalsf.in. So it is entirely merl.com, entirely okclothing.com, entirely up to you. So if you want to take it live on your own domain, you can do that. We have detailed tutorials available. You can follow that. Or if you are finding it a little overwhelming, then reach out to our help desk and we will help you out in taking the online store live on your own domain. Very easy. It will hardly take you 10-15 minutes and you'll be able to do that. In fact, actually, it takes not even 5 minutes, but because we have to wait for the domain verification to happen. So that's why there is a little bit of time gap there. But otherwise, it is a fairly straightforward and simple process. Now, uh, coming back to the linker.store. So linker.store is our subdomain that we are providing to you, and you can use it for as long period as you want. And you don't have to worry about domain renewal or SSL certificate renewal, etc. It is all taken care of, including the domain hosting, etc. So it is all part of the package that you're getting here. All right, so this is where we will click on create store, and that will bring us to the next stage. This is where we have completed the online store setup, and here you can see there's a bubble which shows that there were 5 steps and we have completed 3 of them. There are 2 more steps that we have to go through. But before that, let's go to the home section. You can do this remaining steps from here, or more conveniently, you can click on this home shaped icon. Sorry, I just realized I happened to have a look at the chat, and I noticed that I'd not shared the links with you. So I will just quickly copy and share that here. All right. Apologies for that. Perfect. So coming back to the interface or the journey I was explaining to you. So once you have completed those 3 overlays, you'll come here, and if you click on the home shaped icon, it will bring you here. So this where you can see there were 5 steps, and out of those 5 steps, we have completed 3 steps, and there are 2 more steps that we have to go through. The next one is create your catalog. So this is where you can see create your catalog. This is where, as part of the journey, we have to upload minimum 1 product, although realistically you will have more than 1 product, but as part of the journey, minimum 1 has to be added. For that, we have to click on this big blue button that you're seeing on the screen. We have to click on create your catalog, which will take us to the product upload interface. Now, curiously, many times people have asked me that we have the data available with us in Excel file. Can we upload that? The answer is absolutely yes, you'll be able to upload that. In fact, very quickly, I'll show you from where you can upload that. In fact, let's review that process a little later. Let's upload the product, and then I will also show you the bulk upload process. All right, so for that, to upload the product, we have to input the details here. So this is where we will add the details. For the benefit of time, I've already uh, created the data so that we don't have to spend the time there. So just allow me quick few seconds to copy and input. So I will just input the data. So I've added the product name, and here you can see it has already mapped it to the category. Orange, it shows, or it is conveying that it is not very sure. So please have a look. So AI automatically does the mapping, but it is not sure. So that's why it is in orange. If it is absolutely sure that this is the category to which it belongs, if AI is absolutely sure, it will be green. So the categorization is absolutely correct. So we are happy with that. If you are dealing in a brand, you can input the brand here. So you have to click on brand, and now in your case, you may be wondering that we don't deal in, or we don't have a popular brand. So in that case, add your business name. So here you can see I'm adding the business name as the brand, and we can upload the logo as well. And The brand is added. Now, product type is or accept order or accept inquiry. So accept orders are the online shopping type of products. So these kind of products wherein a customer can come and they can do an add to cart or buy now and they can place an order. They can basically buy the product online. So that is if you want to have this kind of an experience on your website. So in that case, you have to select accept order. However, if you want to have the other experience wherein a prospective can come and they can only send you an inquiry. They cannot place an order. They can express their interest that we are interested to buy this product for you from you and give us the best quotation. If you want to have this kind of an experience, then you have to select accept inquiry. Now, when you're selecting accept inquiry, you also get another option, which is do not show price because many of the B2B sellers, you're not comfortable showing the price because the price is so dynamic. It keeps changing all the while. So that's where you are more interested in disclosing the price when you understand the requirement. So that's where you can use this option, do not show price, and it will hide the price. It will show price on request. So we can come here, it will show something like this, price on request. All right. So that is also an option which is available for you to use. In today's demonstration, I'm going to select both options and we have the selling price. So this is where I will add the price and discount price is optional. You can add it at a later date. Then you have B2B discount price, which can be ignored and unit. So we are uploading a shirt. So the price is 1,000 Lankar rupee per unit. And then we have the summary description. I've already created the summary description. I am just going to copy paste it here again, just to save the time. And I have created the summary description as per the industry best practice for the summary description. So this is where you can see I've added a brief description or a very concise little bit of description here. Why have I done that? I could have like added a lot of description here. The reason is the best practice for the summary description, as the name is summary, which means it is a brief, a condensed form of information about the products, right? So that's where you don't have to be very, very elaborate. Avoid adding long paragraphs, etc. All you have to do is to add one small paragraph. Now, what is the definition of small paragraph? So it should not be more than 5 sentences or 4 sentences long, right? So it should not be very long. Paragraph more than not more than 4 or 5 sentences followed by bullet points about features, specifications, benefits, etc. You can add multiple sets of bullet points if you want, but it should be something which a person can glance through, because the benefit or the magic of bullet points is that you can just literally glance through the bullet points and you can understand them very, very easily as compared to a paragraph, because you'll have to read the paragraph and then only you'll be able to understand. Whereas bullet points are something that you can just look at it and you can understand, right? So that is the best practice about the summary description. Then we have the SQ code, which is a unique identifier. So I'm just going to very quickly add that. So it is a unique identifier. So two products on your website cannot have the same SQ code, and it is a alphanumeric field. So all the alphabets from A to Z, all the numbers from 0 to 9, they are all permitted. Other than that, there are two special characters which are permitted. One is underscore, second is dash, which is basically the minus sign, and you can use alphabets and numbers. And the important point, it is a unique field. So two products cannot have the same SQ code. And then you have the product code. So this is where the product code is used to tell the system or instruct the system that the product that we are uploading has variants. A t-shirt available in different sizes or different colors and sizes. So if you are uploading, or a shoe available in different sizes, so if you're uploading a product that has variants, in that case you have to use the product code. Otherwise you can just leave it blank. And in fact, I will try to see if I can show you an example. So this where you can see there are three variants of the products which are available: 50 gram, 20 gram, and 20 plus 40 plus 20 grams. So like this, or I think here also we have the color and size option. So two sizes and multiple colors are there. So there's a pink color, there's a golden color, etc. So there are multiple colors options. So if you are uploading this kind of product, in that case, you have to use the product code. Otherwise, you can Just ignore it. Then we have stock, which I don't think needs elaboration. Threshold is basically reorder level. So with each order, this stock will keep going down, right? So it will become 99, 98, like that. It will keep reducing the moment it reaches this value, the value which you're specifying in the threshold. The system will send a notification to you that this particular product has hit the threshold and please do something about it. And then you can source it, manufacture it, whatever you want to do. You can do that. The next field is minimum order quantity, which by default is one, but you can put a higher value. Not an ideal thing in the B2C space, because obviously, why would customer want to buy multiple units unless it is a combo or a sales offer that you're running? In that case, you can certainly do that. Then you have minimum inquiry quantity. Minimum inquiry quantity is basically minimum number of units that you can fulfill. So a lot of businesses, they have a minimum production run. They cannot produce below that, and that's where they are not interested in smaller quantity inquiries. So in that case, you can put a value here as well. Country of origin, so you can select a suitable country of origin. Then we have e-store category. So e-store category is a lot of time confused with the navigation. All these options that you are seeing here, they are navigation. They're not categories. These store categories are basically used to club or categorize the product. That helps you in setting up the navigation. So it does not have any front end use. It is only used at the back end. It does not gets displayed on the front end. To add a category, we have to just click on add category, and this is shirt. So we can select or input the category name as shirt, and we can click on save, and the category will get added. Then we have labels and tags. So labels are basically like virtual stickers. Let me see if I can show you an example. I think they were using it sometime back. Yeah, here you can see 26% off. This is a label. So this is not like they have edited the image. They have placed a label. Now these are very eye catchy. I was seeing another user using them very, very effectively. So this is where you can see they're using these labels: hurry up, trending, premium product, hurry up, right? So this is how they are like attracting the attention of the buyer. So you're immediately attracted to these products as compared to just having a generic list of the product. So those are labels. Tags are basically values that are assigned to the product at the back. They are not displayed on the front end. They are used for two things. One is for setting up the navigation. So if you want to display one product at multiple navigation heads. So for example, you are a laptop seller and you have a gaming laptop. Now you want that laptop to appear. So in a navigation, if the customer is clicking on gaming product, then also that laptop should appear. If the person is clicking on laptop, then also this product should appear, right? So you want it to appear at two different places. So that's one use of tags. The another and more powerful use of tags is for manipulating the search, or manipulating a slightly negative word, for managing the search which is happening on your website. So one very instinctive thing that we all do is we go to a website, and within first few seconds, if we are not able to find the desired product, then what do? We just simply start searching. Now there can be a scenario wherein the desired product is not displayed. So for example, there's a very popular printer from HP. It is called HP laser printer M1005. A lot of time when customers are searching for that product, they're not typing HP laser printer 1M1005. They simply type M1005 or 1005. In that case, what happens? Any product that has 1005 or M1005, it gets displayed, and that is not a very nice user experience. The person came to you with a intention to buy a printer, and you're showing something and something. Not a very nice user experience. I would not buy from such a website, right? Would you do? Absolutely not. So that's where what you have to do is you have to use the tags to enhance the search. So if those kind of abbreviations or codes are used to refer to your product, then you should seriously consider using tags. It is a very, very useful capability. Or sometimes the product is known, or it is called from different names and different geographies. So in that case, you can also add that there. All right. So product tag, and then you have PDF and file. So if you have a product brochure that you would want to show, or if you have a size chart that you would want to show on the product. So for that, you can use these capabilities. Then visibility should be both or B2C. It should not be B2B because B2B is a restricted visibility. It is basically you are uploading the product on your website, but they are not visible on the front end. They remain behind lock and key, and they are only visible to the people whom you are granting access using the supply chain feature. Right. So that is why I don't advise you to use B2B unless you are specifically using it for restricting the visibility of the product. So a lot of B2B sellers I've seen, you do that. So you should not be doing that. You should be selecting B2C or both. Product condition, you can select new, used, or refurbished. Then you have the additional information or the long description. Now here in the description, you can add uh, from 70 words to up to 2000 words. So you can be more descriptive and detailed about the product. So this is a place where you can add more details about the product and basically share as much information as possible so that the customer is able to understand the product, and any question and every question that they may have related to the product, you are providing an answer for that. So this is the long description where you can enter that, and then you have the weight and dimensions. So these are used for calculating the delivery fee, and this is one of the method, and these can be added at a later time as well, very quickly and easily. Then you have add variants. So this is where we are adding the variants. So we are adding a shirt. So let's see how the variants are added. So firstly, you have attribute name. So this is the basis variation. So size, and then we have value. So for example, small, and you can see on my screen, I've typed small. Now I'll press comma, medium, again press comma, large, and again pressing comma. So small, medium, large. And this is where you can see the values are accepted by the system and they have started appearing here. If we had separate images for each of the product, we could have uploaded them from here. This is where the system has created the SQ codes for us, and we can very easily edit them. If you want to edit them, then we can very easily do that. The pricing can also be different. So for example, the medium version is, let's say, 500 expensive, and this is again 500 expensive, right? So different pricing for each of the variant can also be added. And lastly, we have the SEO related information. So that is where you have the meta title, keyword, and description. So the important ones are the meta title and meta description. Meta keyword is optional. If you want, you can add it. The search engines don't give weightage to meta keywords anymore. So meta title and description. Now, in case you are not familiar what is meta title and description, so let's search for something. And here, if we see, so this the text that you are seeing in the blue, this is meta title, and this text which you are seeing in gray, this is meta description. So this is meta description, this is meta title. This is how it is displayed on the search engine, but it is also used by search engines for indexing, for proper indexing. So this is a crucial piece of information that should not be overlooked. And because in today's day and age, AI tools are available, so it is very simple, very easy for you to generate a meta title and description. You can simply use AI tools and it can create the meta title and description for you. I think the last thing that we have to do is to upload the images. Let's quickly do that. So for that, we have to just click on the image placeholder, which will reveal this pencil shaped icon. We have to click on that, and which will open the image manager. On the image manager, we have the product images folder. Let's open that and let's create a folder. So it's a men shirt. I'm just giving it a name, men shirt. You can give a name of the product code or product SKU code, whichever you want. And now I will quickly select the image from my device. All right, so I have four images. I'm selecting all four of them at once, and they are all uploaded on the image manager. Now we have to select which should be the first one, which should be the second one. So we'll select this coordinate image as the first image. Don't worry if it appears a little blurry here. It will appear absolutely fine on the front end. Let's select the second image. So this can be the second image. Let's select the third one. So same process, just click on it and keep selecting. Now I'm clicking on the fourth image. and that is going to be the zoomed one. So we have selected all of them. Now, with regards to the images, the dimensions are 800 pixel by 1000 pixels, so 800 wide and 1000 tall, and the maximum size is 2 MB, but ideally it should be as low as possible. And if you don't have portrait images, try to upload square images. Don't upload rectangular images. They look absolutely bad on the website. Websites are not suitable for rectangular images. So it should be portrait, a like a vertical rectangle, or they should be square. And try to have a consistency across the website, right? So don't do a thing where you are having four product in square images and the remaining three product in portrait images. So if it is portrait across. If it is square, it's square across, right? So it should be across all the products, right? Same aspect ratio. If it is square, all of them are square. If it is portrait, all of them are portrait. So please follow that consistency. Otherwise, your website will look hideous and it will look absolutely unprofessional. Even if you manage to bring some potential customers onto your website, they will not prefer to proceed ahead. They may just simply drop off, right? So very important points related to visuals. All right, so we have added all the information. We'll click on save. And as part of the journey, we are required to only upload one product. So we have done that. But I understand that many of you would also want to understand the bulk upload process. So very, very quickly, I'm going to show you the bulk upload as well. So just allow few seconds for the system to complete the product upload process. Typically, it takes few seconds, but because we are doing it for the very first time, that's why it takes slightly more time. Now, this is where we can see the upload is done. Let's quickly understand the bulk upload process. So for that, in this is the product management interface, and in case you are wondering how do we access that, so you have to, I will just move away from the screen and show you the journey. So you have to click on the catalog in the left navigation, and then you have to click on products, which will open the product management interface. There's a product management interface. Now here adjoining to the add product, you have a down pointing arrow. You have to click on that. And then you have to click on import product XLS CSV, which will open this page. On this page, you have to download the sample import format. I've already done that. So I'm going to choose the format. I should have it here on my folder. Here I have, and let's open it before I upload it, because the upload process is fairly simple. Let's open it. All right, so this is the format. So you can see we have the first column is the product name. Then we have the product code, which is basically used to tell the system that the product has variants. So this is where you can see the rows are repeating. The name is repeated because this is a same product which is available in different sizes: small, medium, large, extra small. Product code is the same because this is where we are instructing the system. We are giving the instruction to the system that all these rows pertain to one product. These are the variations of the same product, right? After that, we have to enter the HS code, and then the other columns are optional. So MQ by default is one. Then we have the category, again optional, but you can add that. Then we have the product description. You have this long description. Now, in case you are wondering how do we create the code, so it is very, very simple. All you have to do is, and I'll show you, I will just copy something and I'll show you how you can easily create that code. So we will go back to the seller panel. Where do we have the seller panel? So here, let's close this for a moment. We'll come back here. So to create the HTML code, now why it is necessary to do HTML coding? Because you must be doing formatting, you must be making certain things bold or certain things in bullet points, etc. Now, if you're just simply copy pasting the content, it will all get lost. So that's where it is important that you do the HTML coding as well. Now to do that very easily, you have to click on add product while you're on the product management interface. And here, if you scroll down, you'll see the option to input the summary description, or you can do it at the bottom section as well. And all you have to do is you have to copy paste whatever content you want to display, and then just add the formatting there. So I am just adding the formatting like bold. I'm making the headings bold like this. Once you are done with your formatting, just click on the code view, and then you have the entire code. You have to just copy it like this, Control C, and then go to the Excel file and paste it like this. You have to paste it inside the cell like this. You'll be able to add the code, or you'll be able to do the HTML coding very, very easily without knowing or understanding any bit of HTML coding. So that is the power of today's solutions, but there's no requirement of coding knowledge, etc. So product description, long description, selling price, stock, shipping time, publish on stores. If it is yes, the product will get published. If it is no, product will get uploaded, but they'll not be visible on the front end. So if you want to launch the product on a particular date, then this is a great feature to use. All right. Now, visibility should be both, then dimensions and weight can be added. Now, the most important point, how do you add images here? To upload the images, again, I will go to the seller panel and show you. To upload the images, in the left navigation, click on My Store and then click on Media Manager. Now here you can create a new folder if you want, and let's create a new folder, and let's create it for uh, women t-shirt. Click on Save Changes. The folder is created. Now click on Upload File, and I'll select the images, and the images are uploaded. Now here you can see we have the URLs. So this first image, I can copy it like this and go to the Excel file and paste it here like this. This is that simple. And the next column is alt cover image. So if you want to generate the alt text, very simple these days. You can do that with ChatGPT or Gemini. I will show you that as well, because some time back, one of the participants asked me this question, like, how do I generate the alt text? So all right, so I've just uploaded the images and given it an instruction to give me the alt text. And this is where you have the alt text. So you can just simply copy it and put it in the Excel file in the corresponding columns. All right. So this is the first image. This is the alt text. This is the second image. This is the alt text, right? So you can add that, and then you have the meta title, keyword, and description. Then you have tags which can be added, created. So anything that you're writing here will create a tag. Then you have country of origin, size. These are attributes. So the attribute name and the corresponding value. Maximum 3 levels of attributes can be created, and then you have filters. So filters can also be created. So I've created filters for size, color, fabric, etc. So those can easily be created. Once you're done adding all the information, just save the file and go back to the seller panel. And here we are on the bulk import interface. You have to just select the file and upload it. I will just quickly. All right. Now, in the next screen, once you have uploaded the file, it will show you a number of columns, and you have to basically check if the columns are mapping properly. So as per the system, this should be product description, and it is a product description. Let's check another column. This should be shipping time. This is shipping time. Let's check another column randomly. This should be meta title, and this should be meta title. So we haven't added any columns. This is basically a fail-safe, because in past, what had happened, some of the participants or some of the members had added their own columns to the Excel file, and then they missed deleting it, and then the file got uploaded, and the entire data got messed. To avoid all those kind of issues, this feature or this screen is introduced. So you have to basically do a quick review just to ensure all the columns are mapping properly, and then click on save, and you'll move to the next screen. This is where you can see how the product content is appearing. So just one row it will show you, and if you're happy with that, then click on start import, and the import process will start working. It will take some time depending on how many products you are uploading, because we are just uploading 2 products, so it should happen or get completed in few seconds only. So here you can see the product upload has started, and let's give it some time, few more seconds. In the meantime, while it is happening, let's conclude the other steps which are there. So the other steps that we have to do once we are done with the product upload is the payment and logistic activation. So once you are done with the product upload, this is where it will ask you to activate your payment. So you have to click on get paid, and for payment, for now we can enable cash on delivery, but you ideally would be wanting a digital payment acceptance on your online store. If you are a B2C seller, if you are a B2B seller, you can just enable cash on delivery. And then you have shipping zone. So shipping zone is basically, so you have to click on courier and come to shipping zone. This is where you have to specify how much time you need, estimated delivery time, and a fixed rate. So you can input the rates here and then click on update, and the shipping zone R is also updated. Now, the last thing that we have to do is to go to the theme My Store section and apply a suitable theme. We have already selected the Destiny theme, but we have to apply that. So let's do that, and let's see if the products are uploaded. Yes, the products are also uploaded. If we go to the products section, that's where we can see the products. Now, we are here in the theme section, and it is also taking some time to load up. So these are the three products that we have uploaded. What is happening here? Let's reload this page. All right. So now we have to click on apply. Don't go to edit code, otherwise it will again take it. Edit code allows you to edit the code. Certainly, if you know coding, you'll be able to edit that, but then it will resync, and then resyncing will take some time, about an hour. So avoid doing that. Just click on apply code. Once you have applied this, where the theme is applied, now you have to click on store preview, which is here, and it will open the admin preview of your online store. Now here you'll notice there are these blinking dots. So these dots are for two reasons. One is to change the color of any of the elements, and second is to upload the banners. So let's quickly understand how to upload the banners. So click on this yellow dot, and it will open the overlay. On the overlay, I will redo that. So I've clicked on the yellow dot, and this is where the banners are appearing, or banner one option is appearing, and I have clicked on it, and this is where you can see the dimensions are written. So this is for the desktop and this is for mobile. You have to create the banner specifically in this dimension only. And if it is not matching the dimensions which are specified there, then you will not, the banners will not get uploaded properly. I have multiple banners here, so I will select and upload all of them in onto the image manager, and then we will upload them into respective slides. So this is the first banner. So I've uploaded it for the desktop and mobile, and we have to also give a link. I have missed creating the navigation. So let's do that also very quickly. To create the navigation, again, we have to click on My Store, and then we have to go to navigation, which will show the screen. On the screen, we have to click on Add Menu Item. So the first element that I'm creating is men fashion, and I can select by category. So for example, I want shirt and men trekking shoes. So I've selected both of them. Now I'll select another navigation, shirts, and I can select a category, or I can even select a product here. So any one of the option can be used. I think I And you have to drag it towards the right side and then click on update navigation. So we have created one more, and let's create one more. So this is shoes. Select shoes, or just to help you understand, let's select shoes. So this is shoes. I've selected the product. You can select multiple products as well. You can select multiple categories, multiple products depending on your requirements. So we have created navigation. Lastly, we have to click on update navigation, and you may have already noticed that we have embedded tutorial videos at all the places for your convenience. So we have created the navigation. Now, if we come here, this is where you will, I think we'll have to update the navigation and then open the store preview once again. There is some time lag in the updates to happen. So that's why we have created the navigation, and it will take some time. In the meantime, let's upload the banners. And if we happen to see the navigation appearing, then we will link it. Otherwise, I'll just show you from where you can do that. So I'm creating or uploading another banner. So this is where we have uploaded the images. You also have option to add dynamic text. So you can add the text from here. You can upload a plain image without any text, and you can add the text from here. This also option is also available. The only downside of this option is that the text will appear at dead center. So it will not be like very artistically. You can see on one side we have the model, and on the other side we have the text. So it will not be that artistic. It will be dead center. But in case you want to use that feature, is available. And this is the place where you have to put the link, because each banner is an opportunity to guide the customer to a particular destination, to a particular page where we want them to go to make that purchase. Now, if you're not giving a link, if you're just uploading a visual, it is a opportunity loss. So you should be adding a link here, and this is the place where you have to input the link. If the navigation was active, I could have shown you that. So let's wait for a few more seconds for it to appear. So we have uploaded two banners already. Let's upload one more. Because we had uploaded three banners. So let's use all of them. So these will become slider banners. So these will keep changing after every few seconds. All right. So we have uploaded three. Is to change the color. I was just trying to see. Let me try to get the link. All right. So this is. All right. So now the navigation has started appearing also. Okay. So if you have to hyperlink it, so for example, I want to hyperlink this banner, I will just copy paste the link. Now it is not necessary that you have to copy paste the link of the product page only. You can provide the link of any category page or here. Now, if we click on it, it will take us to the forum. Okay, I did not, I think I did not copy or apply the entire link. So let's go back, try to edit. All right, so this is how you have to upload the banners. Once you are done, then click on save and publish. This is the most important step. Don't forget to do that. So you have clicked on save, and let's click on publish. And that should conclude the online store creation journey. Now, I believe all of you have got this sense, and you have experienced it firsthand as well, that this is a very simple process, easy process, and most of the information is already available with you, and no coding or no specialized computer knowledge is required. Anyone and everyone can do this. All right. So this is where I'm going to stop the screen share and we break into the question answer round. I don't see a lot of questions, but I do see few chats. So before we start taking the questions, I'm going to share with you my contact details, and all of you are more than welcome to connect with me personally. I'm also going to share with you the contact details of our help desk. So if any one of you would like to seek assistance, you can do that. And I am also going to share with you a few tutorials and the link of today's webinar. So just allow me a few seconds to share that as well. So I've shared a few links. First is how to create an online store, how to upload the products, how to set up navigation, how to upload in products in bulk. And I've also given a link of our tutorial video playlist and then the recording of today's webinar. All right, so these were, I can see there's a comment. Product visibility on GlobalLinker will be within India or globally? So this question is from Rajiv. So Rajiv, the visibility will be global. Anything which is there on internet is global. Now, if you're talking specifically about the GlobalLinker marketplace that we have recently rolled out, it is also global, although at this moment the sellers are primarily from India, but very soon we will be extending it to our friends in Sri Lanka, UAE, and Philippines, and the sellers from these countries will start onboarding, and then we'll keep adding countries very rapidly. So buyers are already there. If you go to globalinker.com and if you review the RFQs which are there, so there are international requirements which are posted there as well. All right, so I hope I have answered your question, Rajiv. Next question is, can we get the recording of this webinar? Yes, absolutely. In fact, I've shared the link of the recording, and we will also be emailing the link to all of you on the email ID that you have used to join today's session. And I am not seeing any other question. So next question is from Ajahn. So please also send the links. Yes, we'll try to do that as well. All right. Perfect. So this is where we will conclude this session for today, although we have overshot the session by a few minutes. And I hope you found this session informative and you are going to use this knowledge for your benefit, for the benefit of your business. And if you need any guidance, if you need any clarification, please do feel free to reach out to me. Perfect. So this is where let's conclude this session. Have a wonderful evening ahead. Bye bye from my